Breaking news. Imagine how Buhari wanted to ban Facebook, Twitter at once, but stopped after they told him this. The presidential source has disclosed that President Buhari had wanted to ban both Twitter and Facebook at once, but it was stopped. Recall that on Friday, it was announced that Twitter's operations have been banned in Nigeria. The announcement was made by the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Muhammad. In a statement he made, Buhari had on Wednesday been dealt with a major blow as Twitter deleted one of his controversial tweets. It all started after the president had met with the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), Prof. Muhammad Yakubu, who had believed him on all that has been going on in the country. President Buhari, after the meeting, which held at the First Lady Conference Room, promised to meet all the demands of the Commission for the 2023 elections. The president also reacted to the attack, blowing the INEC facilities. Buhari vowed that this attack would not stop 2023 or any election. I received delay security reports on the attacks on critical national infrastructure, and it is very clear that those behind them want this administration to fall and fail. Whoever wants the destruction of the system will soon have the shock of their lives. We have given them enough time. Buhari's statement on Twitter had been read, and this is it. He continued. He said, I received a briefing today from the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) on this series of attacks on their facilities worldwide. This attack are totally unacceptable, and we will not allow those behind them to achieve their evil objectives. I have assured that INEC that we will make available to them everything they need to operate officially and effectively, so that no one will say that we don't want to go or that we want a third term. There will be no excuse for failure. We will meet all of the INEC's demands. Must be zero tolerance for all those bent on destroying our country by promoting crime and insurrection, Buhari said. The president had said that those misbehaving today are not aware of the destruction that occurred during the Civil War. He threatened to treat them in the language you understand. In his words, many of those misbehaving today are those younger ones. That the young want to be aware of the destructions and loss of lives that occurred during the Nigerian Civil War. Those of us in the field for 30 months who went through the war will treat them in the language you understand as well. So, it's what says that so many Nigerians were reeled up with the president's last statement as they concluded that President Buhari is as good as declaring another civil war on the Igbos. So, I think they had in turn reported the tweets calling on Twitter to take action. So hours later, do you know that the social media giant deleted Buhari's tweets Immediately after this statement, which made a reference to the Biafran War of 1967 to 1970, herein many lives were lost during this war. So after witnessing this, do you still want this war to happen again? Nobody will want. Even those that are not, those that are not, how do I put it? Those that are not even involved in this war cannot know the essence of the war. So they'll be the one to keep asking for war. Is that how easy war is? If you see this war, will you be able to stand? You'll be able to stand. So a comment by Twitter stated that this tweet violated the tweet rules. Just like Twitter, another social media platform, which is Facebook, had also deleted Buhari's genocidal post. In line with our global policies, we have removed the post from President Buhari's Facebook page for violating our community standard against inciting violence. We deleted him on the Twitter, and it came back to block his account again. You can imagine. Buhari came back to write such a statement of war, and this was what warranted Facebook to delete his account, as Twitter did not quite long. So according to a report by Daily Beast, President Buhari had been angered by the actions of Facebook and Twitter and had decided to suspend the two social media platforms. So a presidential source who spoke with the news agency said that the removal of the president's posts on the social media platform was embarrassing. The source explained that the president blamed and planned to shut down both platforms, but his aides advised against it. The aide had reportedly said that if he shut down Facebook, that it would be obvious that it was because of his deleted posts. The same way they deleted his tweet, and it reacted immediately by banning Twitter. This was what one of the aides told him, the advice he gave to him. He was furious and wanted to deal with both Twitter and Facebook, even for the help of his aide. So the action he took was embarrassing. The action they took, the Facebook and Twitter took, was so embarrassing to the president. So Daily Beast quoted the official in the president's office. He said that the actions taken by Facebook ultimately triggers the ban on Twitter, even though Facebook wasn't affected. So things could change in the near future. Another official also reportedly said the news agencies further stated in its report that President Buhari's action indicated that the Nigerian leader will do anything in his power to satisfy his goals. Yes. So even if it means restricting access to a platform many people rely on financially, in a country with a 33% unemployment rate, the second highest in the world, that is Nigeria. So meanwhile, the National Broadcasting Commission also has directed all broadcast stations in the country that there should be immediate suspend on the use of Twitter. So according to the directive, each of the broadcast stations have to suspend their Twitter handles. So the directive was made by the acting director general of NBC, Prof. Armstrong Adashaba, on Monday in his statement. So viewers, with what you have heard, do you think Buhari's account, as in Facebook account, should be closed again, or should be closed again or not? Because they warned him earlier on when he posted a war threat on Nigerians. They blocked his account on Twitter, and after blocking his account, he went back again on Facebook to write the same threat on war. They did the same thing, and he got angry, wanted to ban Facebook as well, but for the help of his aide, they pleaded on his behalf, and he left angrily and never said anything about the Facebook platform. So viewers, your take on this news will be very much appreciated. Please don't hesitate to drop your comment. Thank you.